bank with the fucking early five, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm still in the middle of my commercial right now, sponsored by Puffco. Clearing my throat. Be here in like 30 seconds. You're not supposed to hear it. That's why the music was loud. Shit. I have to get into true crypto bro character. Nah, just kidding. I saw a meme once where it was like, some people smoke weed on 420. I smoke weed to wash my dishes. What's up, world? What up, YouTube? Cyberspace. Hold up. I changed my camera a couple of days ago, so now it's all uncensored. Let's use the right language here. All right. What's up, YouTube? How's it going, cyberspace? It's your boy Crypto Bruh, aka More World Peace, the DJ/producer, coming back again with another live stream. When I get a chance, I pull up. I say, "What's up?" Man, I want my head and shit. Nope. No, I don't want it. I just gotta fucking. There we go. Frame is everything. All right, frame is everything. What's up, y'all? What up, enthusiasts? Hit me with the AOK. What up, founder node holder? My boy still going hard in the Zen paint. We ain't never leaving. We got no reason to dip. There's no reason to leave. All those that have left Zen, they have other shit going on, and I feel it, you know. At the time, I had nothing going on. So now all I got is Zen going on. And now I got other shit going on. And I'm like, oh, okay, I finally get why motherfuckers don't have the... I'm sorry, I'm editing something right now. But yeah, I understand why people don't have the head space to do what we do in the Zen world. I get it. All right, life coming at you. You got to go to work and listen to your boss. Right? You're not being a boss in your position. You go and listen to a boss. Right? You're not working in directive positions. Right? You're not directing traffic. Right? You just I said this at my job a couple days ago. Somebody said, "Are you a manager?" I said, "I'm a regular. Just don't give me that title. That title means I can do something here. And I don't want to do anything here." Right. Yo, that's why I like Zen. Crazy segue. But nah, man. Today is July 29th, 2024. At the end of the summer. Just started, but we're already through the middle. Some of the hottest days in America on planet Earth. Shit. So proud that today's Monday. And we got to see an excellent week. Let's actually just jump into it. We're looking at Bitcoin right now. You already know. It's cooking. There's no reason the chart shouldn't look like this. You know, I've seen some other influencers trying to do the meta. I'm not an influencer, so that's why this is different. Yeah, I changed that. I'm a different kind of I word. All right. I'm trying to inspire. All right. Sometimes I'm trying to inform, but never am I trying to influence. So this chart, again, I want to take some bait. So I've been taking bait. And I guess I'm the number one now. So again, this was the plan. See if, if I can get ahead of everybody. And now I just got to go toe to toe to anyone that steps up and takes the bait. They say, I'm going to take Crypto Bruh's likeness. I'm actually educating y'all right now about the meme, but this might be very high level because a lot of people just don't want to see me bring that type of education. But yeah, again, someone steps in front of me, they take the bait. And now we're having a cast off. who's got more bait in their tackle box, who can catch the most fish, and blah, blah, blah. But yeah, man, the meme is live, been live for 16 days. 16 days. Kind of cool, fun experiment. Again, go to the website, takethebait.xyz. You can find out more about it. But Bitcoin. The other thing. The other baiter. This bait though high though. This shit's up to $68,000. It just did something though we didn't want to see, but it did it anyways. So now you gotta figure it out. But again, I've been saying this. It feels like 2017. Every dip in Bitcoin might be a good dip, right? You could always pray that it goes lower and lower, but every time it goes higher, it gets harder to go lower, and that's what changes the trend. You only get so many opportunities. It's actually an opportunity to go lower. It's typically below this 200. And then when let's say it's like capture the flag in trading. I'm not a trader. Okay, I like to hodl my coins. I speak for the network. You know, the group that keeps the shit together. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be part of that group, that's why you watch the Crypto Bruh channel, right? We got a group full of node operators, chain validators, and liquidity providers. Because you maybe you don't know how to do chain operations, or again, you don't know how to run a miner or a validator. So for you, you know, holding the coin is where you're going to see most of the value from the experience, right? And that's kind of why, again, you need to know why you hold coins. No one really talks about that part in crypto. That's why I don't listen to YouTubers, and that's why I'm still showing up. So shout outs to the founder node holder. Yeah, that's why I show up, because no one is talking about how the industry is going to last 5 years, 10 years, 100 years. And that the coin that you're really into doesn't fucking matter. It's the tech that matters. That's what everyone's looking for. They're not really looking outside the box of that. There's a few people, or I shouldn't say that. There's a large amount of attention on what you can do with the cryptos. But where the liquidity is, where the innovation is happening, where the concentration of the ideology, you could also probably say, is constantly brewing. It's going to be in the node operations, where the validators are. And you can call it like the hodlers, like the board of directors, because the more coins you hold, the better, right? That's just basic strategy. That's a man naked in the woods with a weapon. How do I survive? Bitch. Straight up, bro. That's like, yeah, if you're dropped out in the middle of nowhere with a weapon, butt ass naked, what are your fundamentals? Like, how do I survive, right? Natural shit. So in crypto, that's the same thing. How does the blockchain survive? And the base of it all is going to be the network. I'm actually getting into this because somebody in the X1 channel, or in the XNM, I had already talked about this person, but now I have to address them because they are completely wrong, and it makes sense to me now why there's just so much incorrect FUD. Like, it's fun when it's FUD and it's like, oh, you're trying to be funny, you know? But when it's like blatantly incorrect FUD, it's like, damn, bro. But yeah, so for instance, Bitcoin is 68,000. It's not because that happened overnight. A lot of fundamental principles helped Bitcoin make sense to everybody in the whole planet. You think of crypto and it's tokenized in the inception of Bitcoin. I'm still trying to put actual words to this, but like, someone bartered with a coin. I mean, we used to have gold coins. That's kind of how far back we can do this. But before that, we had tomatoes, right? So I went from bartering 8 tomatoes for a goat to maybe doing, you know, a coin, 1 gold coin for a goat, right? And then that exchange between the store value from tomatoes to gold happened naturally because human knew, hey, maybe this gold shit is better than fucking tomatoes, right? And then we speed up to like the 1970s, And then Nixon was like, bitch, let's just go on paper. I'm still trying to figure that one out. I wasn't alive yet. I wasn't there. Maybe I was there spiritually, but I'm still trying to figure out who the fuck said, all right, we're going to go off the gold and go into just straight paper. Run it up, right? So that's the network. Okay, the network, in my opinion, is to store value because the human knows from the network what is the value. And when you detach it from natural things, it gets mysterious and it gets weird. And that's why today's economy is the way it is, right? So in realness, anything that is the closest to the network is going to be pretty much the most solid thing you can get into in crypto. In Bitcoin, that's why if you continue the mission in Bitcoin with educating and researching layer 2s and figuring out who the fuck is building shit for Bitcoin, you will hit the bag with them because they're going to do it. Bitcoin is still the object. Same with Ethereum, but you got to get close to the market share or the people with the most brain share, right? And that's the network. It goes right back to it. Like if you keep on the layers, I was like, yo, okay, that's the network too, right? So in Zen world, in our little thing that we're building, because we're building it, obviously, it's real, you can use it. We have a security coin called XENM, which is the one you mine, right? The proof of work coin. All right, I won't be biased. I might have a little bias, you know what I'm saying? I got a few coins, right? Me personally, I have a few coins because I think XENM is a better security coin than Zen when it comes to X1, right? And in my opinion, security is based on network. Like people will not get into your blockchain if you have a shitty network. They like you won't get the rent. It's like I open up a store and I want foot traffic. All right, foot traffic is an example of people walking past the store. They're going to a fucking bodega or going to Starbucks, and then they're like, "Hey, I fuck it. What's this store? I'm just gonna walk into it." Right? You want to capture those randos. It's a very important thing because those add to let's make a little bit more, or let's get some better metrics here. Right? Let's get some random metrics here because we've just been getting standard metrics, right? So foot traffic is important. In my opinion, foot traffic is networking, and networking is security. Because if people look at your store and they go, I don't feel like I don't fuck with this, you know, it's not vibing with me. I don't feel secure with this. Like they're not gonna walk into your fucking store. So again, I am putting a lot of emphasis on XENM being the security coin. Telling the group, dog, it might be smart to just be in XENM. What I had started with was XENM only has 220 million coins over 15 years, whereas Zen is hyperinflating forever, and it can be inflated based on greed if somebody wants more coins, right? So it essentially has a freedom that makes it really interesting, but makes me not feel so secure. That little freedom of hyperinflation forever, it's kind of fucked up because, you know, like it's like at some point in Zen, this is what's cool though. We're here, we're early. So at some point in Zen, there will be a lot of conjunction with a lot of different things that have been bottlenecking to like something epic. And that's why, again, it's important to mint Zen, and find it, right? Actually find the Zen, like find the mindset of the first principles and how it can be installed into anything in the industry. And theoretically, you can create as much as you want, as long as it's fair. And that's why now it's trending. You got Dex Screener doing it. Again, you got it on an influencer level where influencers buy their own coins and tell people like, I'm not gonna sell. So this is already happening. The attention is there, right? It's just security. That's where I'm like, yo, the reason why blockchains can't be successful is because people don't trust them to join the network. We just seen this happening with Solana, and that's why I keep saying, wow, they're actually inspiration. It's inspiring to see people join their network in a time like this, right? What the fuck? The title of today, I'm going off right now, but the title of today's video is "What a Time to Be Alive," because this is the moment when everybody collabs. Like, this is the moment where we're all on the same understanding of where we are. No one is ahead of anybody. The only way to get ahead of someone is to have the proofs. The proofs are in the work. So if the coin's not proof of work, you won't have the proofs. You've been doing the work. And that's kind of why, again, I'm really bullish on XNM being the security coin of X1 chain, and X1 having this entity of security to lean on to support the XN coin. So this is like really, really cool shit. And what's happening though is, again, someone challenged this theory, Waters Flow. He said, wrong. Zen is a reflection of X1. We will realize once the moon parties start. And I fucks with bro. I just knew it though, that like this guy is not here for the mission. Like I said, you've if you've been following Zen this long and you don't know it, bro, you're on a fucking mission right now. We're moving right. We're marching right now. All right, we're at war right now. We're at a mental and a spiritual war in crypto at this particular moment. And this is the most important time to understand proof of work. And thank whoever that created this, that X1 happens to have that element. There's hundreds of blockchains you could choose right now. But if you just happen to be so underground and find Zen and find XNM, you can find a proof of work chain that's not live, 1. 2, secures the next generation blockchain, right? And then 3, has a cap supply. So XNM has a cap supply. Unfortunately, Zen and XN do not, right? And that's just because, in my opinion, they're the real representation tokens of today's reality. When you pull back the layers and you think of why the dollar can be successful in reality, is because anyone can obtain it. It's not like gold. People don't just have gold. People just don't have silver. But people do have brain, and it's like you just tokenize your brain in a sense. It's kind of weird way to look at it. But like, I'm really looking at tokenization now in the physical world. And I made a tweet yesterday talking about a debit card and how that's just like a token of your bank. Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I work right now. I'm currently in a cash only experience in the IRL, right? I'm giving us some free game, but in this experience, we can only take cash, and motherfuckers are going backwards because we're in 2024. Everybody likes to tap. So we've built the experience or the behaviors. We're here now. Everybody knows how to tap. Maybe in the middle of who knows where, trailer park, maybe they're not tapping. Maybe like in the middle of the burbs with a bunch of old people, they're not tapping, but in a eventful first principle type environment, it's a metropolitan city, bro. It has principles, so it doesn't collapse. Like there, you see the holes and shit in the city, which is kind of crazy, but it's just being here 24/7. But that's what I'm trying to get at with this idea that people have learned these behaviors of tapping, of digital money, of my numbers. I know my numbers. I'm secured my bank in my brain. My brain knows what I have. Why can't you just verify this digital shit? It's kind of funny. But like in order for a cash only business to like interact with a digital personality type, essentially, you would need them to have a physical token of their digital representation. I was like, bruh, this is crazy. Like no one's ever gonna look at credit cards the same again. Like the next generation, they don't even know. They just know I use this to pay. So if you substitute that digital card with the blockchain, the behavior is already there because the user already knows in their mind that their mind is where the value is. They know they have $666 in their fucking bank account. They know they're about to spend $420. they're very confused on why it got declined. That is a hilarious thing to me. Like, I don't understand how futuristic or how many more future notes we need to know that, like, whatever we used to think crypto was, it's not that no more. It's changing right in front of our eyes. And again, this is why I love when people hit me with things like this. XNM is a security layer for X1. No security layer can become the reflection. I was like, bro, do you know what you just said to me? Like, I'm crypto, bro. The blockchain is the reflection. So the thing that secures the chain probably is the reflection of the chain. Just so happens to be that X1 has 3 different security coins. One happens to be the most sacred to the whole unit, like working together, and it happens to be xeNFTs. It happens to be XNM. That's why, again, it channeled like this weird group of individuals that really fucking like physical or proofs, which are digital representations of moments in time, basically. I mean, we're gonna have to redesign the way that we talk about it, because it needs like a whole thing. It needs a whole thing so people can get on board. Because at this point, I see through the matrix. At this, like, someone's gonna invent this shit, dog, and it's gonna be in the phone. That's why it's like, yo, Solana has a leg up on everybody, because the token representation of the tap. Once all the cash only businesses are out, and they're like, that's where we're going. We're going to that, where cash only is out, but people are still seeing the representation of their digital value in dollars. And that's the part I don't understand. I'm still trying to understand why it is this way. I mean, there's a lot of things that point to why it's this way, but then that would be like to say, like, yo, if you're in the United States right now and you're getting into crypto, like, get ready for like the craziest ride of your life. Because this is what they're basically saying. Like, if you're in the United States and you don't own crypto, you're gonna miss your edge ahead of everyone else, because they're all using Apple Pay, Venmo, Cash App. Like, that's a normal thing in America. Like, straight up. Physical, what the fuck? You only do that when you're buying. Like, it's crazy now. It's like you only do that when you do something that is not everything else. So yeah, that's why Bitcoin's important to the overall idea. Think of this as like if we're looking at the X1 ecosystem and we see like the XNM, that is the core security model to make sure that the inflation coins can have somewhere to kind of store the inflation, right? Like, so if somebody's making a lot of XN, it might be it might be like a normal thing to just roll it into XNM. You know, if someone's making a lot of gains in Zen, it might be a normal thing to roll it into XNM, because it's just a cap supply. It's the core of X1 chain. It's always going to get you XN coins, and the more of it you have, like the less you have to recoup. And that's the thing about crypto. A lot of crypto isn't designed for you to store it. It's designed for you to bring fiat and then figure the fuck it out. Figure the fuck out, you know? Even Solana's that way, because they want you to stake it, but you need to use it. So that's the problem with Solana, and another advantage for X1 chain is that we actually have the security divided from the overall experience. So people can, again, roll their inflation gains into a cap supply. But yeah. If you're in the Zen side, I'm still rooting with you. But yeah, then what else did he say here? Zen is the real value addition for X1 chain. X1 and Zen will go hand in hand. We will learn this once the moon parties and DAP party and the rest of the party start. What else did he say? Oh, he told me to think like a normal user. Think like a normal user. So for me, I can't think like a normal user. What the fuck? I'm elite, bro. And this is what was funny about this right here. The context of understanding now where a lot of people stand. That's what I'm saying. Across the world, We're all at the same shit. The dollar is fucked. You see Venezuela is doing its thing right now, trying to get free. I didn't even know it was like that. I'm like, damn, I'm over here in America like, damn. I guess it really is fucking hot shit down there. Damn, is it still in the boxes? We still don't know who the fuck the president is. The shit is a movie over there. Motherfuckers is afraid to really say who it is. And that brings a lot into perspective that the world is not for sale. So crypto cannot save everybody. And the world is not for sale. It's so funny, like in crypto, you get this big ideology like, yo, we're going to buy islands and yachts. And then quick, the world reminds you the world is not for sale. You know, all this stuff is just utility to progress your enlightenment, like how far you want to go. And that's why, again, you want to go. When someone tells me to think like a normal user, that tells me they want me to go a certain direction that I'm not trying to go. As well as this is the direction I don't want anyone else to go. Like, I don't want anybody to go down this path where they're hoping that the moon party changes their life, because it's not made that way. And that's why I think a lot of people don't understand Zen. Like, if when you look at OP Zen, right, for instance, OP Zen has the one day amp right now, right? You get one day amp, and now you're hoping that the G rank pumps to get more days, to get more amp. Right? So your real thing is staking only. But like, you can figure out with this like these terms, these things, you feel what I'm saying? You could figure out how to get more Zen from the system. Like, you have to wait now for this to go to 2%, but then it's a 2% game. Right? So this is an infinite game that's gonna be tight, but for those that want to roll with it, and I'm just saying that's not me. Like, I can't provide that much I'm just not going to provide that much time to Zen. Like, I love the proof of work side of it. I think that that's where you're going to see a lot of interesting building. I think in Zen, again, it's going to turn into a burn off, and you won't really see people building for Zen. You'll just kind of see it again as like something that is awesome, that helps people discover other opportunities. Because again, I think there will be a lot of opportunity for people, and a lot of people will make it really, really, they're going to hit it well with Zen, just like any crypto, right? That's why people tell you that you missed the fucking bull run because you're in the Zen. Because you could go and do it many, many times. It's just here, truly, I think if you've been this long through the ride, you've learned a lot if you haven't noted it. There's a lot of just things now that you'll be able to bring with you in your journey. And I think that's going to continue to go every single day. People will find Zen. They'll try to find out where they need to get in, who they need to follow, how to get the speediest information, and then they're going to go from there. And that's going to build this new personality type that we don't even know exists yet. And when they show up, they're going to be the one buying our bags. And that's what's going to be even funnier, because they're going to have to learn how to mine. And that's kind of why, again, I'm saying, yo, the people who have to learn every single day, they're going to be gamed by the people that understand the Zen system. And this is why XENM will be so fair, bro. The difficulty, though, is going to be nuts. Once more people understand it, because you don't need to run right now, like, or, well, I actually don't know. There's more dynamics I need to go into it, but there's a lot of fair principles in XENM that continue to innovate on top of itself. And, you know, again, like, people don't have to use this token. This token is designed to secure X1 chain so that if you're in Zen or you're in XENM, you know that, like, there's always going to be a larger whale than the average user, essentially. Like, there's not one blockchain that is going to have a larger whale, because you'll have to outdo all of the XNMers. So, like, yeah, maybe there's a rogue person right now who's following, you know, their fucking they're the real villain right now. They're in the fucking mix, mining, saying I'm gonna pull the do-si-do on everybody, and jump out, right? But that's the whole reason you build community. That's the whole reason you build a very solid, logical project that people can understand, right? Maybe not all people, but those that are the most important will get it. And then from there, you can maybe fight those weird entities in digital space that like to, throw a wrench in the mix. Right? We can't do that on Zen, bro. And we're not going to be able to do it on XNM or XN. XN will be a public bathroom coin. I'm expecting that. I'm expecting nothing but public bathroom activities for the first couple years. And then it will all come into, again, people will choose up, they'll figure out who to listen to, and then it'll be like, oh, I want to choose the fairest route. So always be rolling your rewards back into this max supply coin. Again, they're designing this perfectly. I'm just telling you what's the most logical outcome, right? A blockchain you roll back into yourself instead of doing it on smart contract level. That's why I was saying Zen killed like smart contracts. Like, what if we can do what we do on smart contracts but on a blockchain? You know what I'm saying? Like, where you get passive income just from participating in 3 coins, right? You run the XNM validator light node, you get a little XN, you play some dApps. Maybe Zen moves. I mean, I don't know. You can maybe go back to Zen, but that's what I'm saying. I'm still trying to figure out what does Zen do besides those that say we're gonna keep it alive, like it's like ETH Classic, I'm gonna still be like, yo, that's tight. Fucking it started there. But yeah, like it's just gonna be is everybody still down, or did they get rich and they don't care no more? I don't want to be a part of that. And I see greed. It's like somebody telling me I should think normal. That's like, oh damn, Zen is such a greed coin. Like out of the 3, I wish I had a more spiritual take on this. But yeah, if anybody knows like a cool ass religious quote for three things, like a 3 musketeer type idea, or like the 3 disciples. So I don't know if it was 3 disciples, but there's riddle and 3. That's a good thing to find. And whatever the most superior thing is in the riddle of the 3, that's the fucking XNM coin. Unfortunately. Now in Zen, it's doing exactly what it needs to do. I bought some today, so I'm sorry if it dumps. I got a little antsy and I bought some. And yeah, it's starting to reverse now with the Bitcoins. So yeah, I might have triggered the sell-off, which is fine. Again, I prefer to see Zen 7 zeros so we can understand that it's matching the gas on chain. Now gas is really, really low if you haven't seen it. This shit is like, this is not good for Zen price, basically. Because again, a lot of people are in Zen for greed. They're not in it for like the love of the game, essentially. And that's fine. Like, you need both parties. Like, you need people in it to win it, and then, or you need passion to innovate, and you need lust to gain attention, right? So right now at these prices, or these gas prices, for instance, this is not a lust price for Zen. This is bearish as fuck, because theoretically people have been mining Zenterions for a very low cost, and they can put in, again, smaller bids, 200 days, 100 days, and try to chance a pump with these lower gas prices. So on both sides of the pendulum, both minting and claiming, there's a lot of opportunity. So that's why I'm saying, like, this discourages me to think that Zen would just go up right now. That's why I bought a little bit. Because I'm like, fuck it. That's usually how I can really dictate things. Maybe it trades sideways for a couple more days, but I feel like since I bought it right now, it's about to go down, bro. And I can see it too, because the traditional markets again. I wanted to see Bitcoin get to at least 71, 73 before this type of rejection. Now, I mean, this is a saucy one. I think Bitcoin's in an uptrend. So I'm hoping that this is just a real dip and that people have, or like, it's like a test dip. Like this happened in 2017 too. A lot of people didn't believe in it. They just kept hokey poking on this idea that Bitcoin was real. And we just had nothing happen. It was a nothing burger for Trump. Okay. Trump talked and it was a nothing burger because he's a nothing burger. And it's like crypto's not going to win based off influence. It's going to be won off of connectivity and network, not influence. This shit does not matter. This is Mother AGI, bro. She's doing whatever the fuck she wants to do. I was talking to GPT earlier and it's not going to load. But it's going to load. Let's see. Is it going to load? Yeah. So I was like, yo, how much money value is there in the world? And then GPT told me that there's about 500 trillion. And I was like, since money has no value, how can it be worth 500 trillion? And then GPT goes, the concept of money having no true value refers to the idea that money itself, especially fiat currency, does not have intrinsic value. Now, this is hella funny to me personally because it had to hit the comma and say especially fiat currency. And that's the world we live in. The 1970s barter system of let's just run the papers. Fuck the gold. Fuck the idea that an asteroid can hit and things can get all messed up. Let's just go to paper. And I honestly think it was like there was a lot of things going on in that era. Again, the internet was invented in like 1962, I think. And then it came to market for scientists in like 1968. So there could have been a lot of people who envisioned this idea of digital tokenization. But who knows, But yeah, like that's all that's happening. We're just digital. We're looking for the next inflation thing, essentially. The token that is going to be it. That's why I like Zen, because Zen inflates forever. So it's like awesome to have a bunch of it because it's going to win regardless, because it's it's the perfect SegWit token for $1. Right? The problem with like the USDC and the USDT is every time that it's printed, it inflates. It's like the US dollar. That's bad inflation. Right? This inflation has no intention. In Zen, inflation has intention because essentially if there was somebody, let's say there was like book balancers that showed up on Zen one day, like some fucking guardian angels that go, we're going to protect the inflation. Like, I don't know why they would do this, but somebody shows up. Maybe they're going to look at this video and say, he spoke it into existence. But yeah, somebody shows up and they go, hey, we're going to try to keep the inflation at a stable 2%. And we're going to counteract as a group any one large stake and really try to counteract the inflation to make this a stable unit of digital tokenized representation. Like someone could do that, make a stable coin with Zen, bro. And you could really do it based off the inflation because it's just other tokenized parameters of the physics. Sorry, I'm going really in right now. But yeah, that's what the problem is with Tether. Tether prints and has no end game. It just becomes real and then they don't burn it. I mean, maybe they could introduce it, but at that point in time, it never was from Genesis. So theoretically, it's manufactured inflation or disinflationary things, So it's just, I just don't know how the market will respond. I think they would think that shit is insane. They would be like, no, it's going to fuck everything up, So that it wouldn't happen. They wouldn't draw any paths to make it happen. Same with like USDC. They would draw no lines to try to make it so that the treasury can't make more of these. Right? So someone would need to take the ranks on it. And then you would know USDC is owned by like the feds. So like they're not going to let you get ahead of them as king of the hill. Same with Tether. Tether's basically ran by Justin Sun now. He's not going to let you get ahead of him on Tether. The fuck? So that's what I'm saying. We need an inflation coin that kind of answers these ideas. But that's why, I don't know. Maybe it comes masked in the form of Zen. But these ideas can't come if we're stuck on stupid with these stable coins. And yeah, Zen's inflation is tight. Even the disinflationary part, penalties. Like I had thought of a dApp that you can use the physics on the penalties to create a brand new token. It's crazy. High level shit, man. What up, Tree? What did it do? What up, Og? 35 trillion, baby. 35 trillion. Fuck it. Hey, look at USDT got 114 billion in circulation. I don't know. That's crazy. Man, the cryptos are fucked right now. When I saw that too, that we're so down in debt. That's why I wanted to look at this. Like how do we do this? Right, but the thing is like this is why. Okay, yeah, I'm going in right now. I'm sorry. Let me take a sip of coffee. What's up, Quantum? What up, Boring Matrix? What up, Lita in the house? Gemma Beans with the dab. Dude, high level shit. I'm sorry. I woke up this morning and I said spawn mental fights. So everybody's at a very low level right now. We're all doing the same shit. Influencers, I'm not gonna sell my coin. I'm like, bro, I really designed a coin based on it has a pseudo anonymous owner that's never gonna sell because they want to take the bait. Eventually the pseudo anonymous supply will be gone, and that's the bait I have to take. I mean, maybe you, but yeah, so that's what's funny right now, bro. Everything is cryptic. Nothing is fucking real anymore. Try to go out, and that's why I tell my girl this shit, and I tell my homies this shit. Go out into the world and find inflation. If you're not in a market that isn't finding inflation, such as the service game, right? That's why I'm like, yo, I'm pro stripper, bro. Like, go get the money, girl. There's mad inflation at the strip club. I'm pro being a waiter or a bartender. There's so much inflation at the restaurant right now. Cannabis, of course. I'm pro going hard in that shit because people for some reason still got money for weed. Just sliding in the home base with rent, but I got that $30 for that bag, you feel me? So the token of value, right? The trust in the social agreement right now is fucked in fiat because not everybody's trying to save it no more. And that's another reason why I like cryptos, because they promote this without having to say it. Yeah, what was this dude saying? He was also hating on me saying I'm not in the branding. What did this guy say? Since you're mining XNM, you have been biased, and that's it. Think of X1 as the product, and then you will visualize. Think of X1 as the product, and you will visualize. So, product-wise, in crypto, again, none of this shit is real. It's all objects that we observe and we apply theory to them. That's it. Orange. Why is orange a good brand color? This is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is orange. Visualize the sense this color encourages adventure and discovery. Let's see. We can that makes sense. Everybody wants to discover Bitcoin and you want to get adventurous. Why is Bitcoin logo orange? Since the hue was not very bold, Satoshi sought out that more vibrant color, which BitBoy adapted for the current logo. Okay, what the fuck? Why does that even matter? How did we live in the future. I don't know where a BitBoy shill next to Satoshi, but let's keep it going. I didn't know I was gonna read that. Orange is symbolic of creativity, success, joy, safety, and changes while evoking freedom, ambition, and friendship. So you see, I'm saying like they did strategic shit to get Bitcoin off the ground, and that's like why right now it's super duper important to identify the natural pieces of the overall market, because none of this stuff is being built like how do I say this? Like everything is being built for like a purpose at this point. Tether has a purpose. Bitcoin has a purpose. Its purpose is to show everybody, hey, crypto exists and it looks like this. Now, the next level after that, that's why it takes a high and a low IQ to really get past the store of value. But the trust is being built in Bitcoin, right? The trust is being built in Bitcoin. The social agreement is being built in Bitcoin. Yo, like this is the AI, right? So yeah, this is what you need. The trust agreement within society tends to use a medium of exchange, or tends to use medium of exchange, store of value, and unit of account. So like that's like what we have going on right now is we're building trust with Bitcoin. We're teaching people how cap supplies work and how it's better than the fiat currency, which is a hyperinflation, right? But I truthfully don't think that's the future of like explaining cryptos to people. Oh my God, like inflation, I think it's actually better to feed off of inflation and like pump Bitcoin. This maybe is just me, like in my vision on it. But I think we're moving in this future where we use the dollar inflation of paper to pump Bitcoin and cryptos in general. And as people learn where they want to be, it'll be important for it's important for all development, but it's important for the devs to get the right tokenization of the right aspects, or how do you say, not the right aspects. You got a tokenization now, right? I've been using this word a lot because this is where we are. We're fucking in it. And I was talking about it all last week because I was talking about tokenizing yourself. But now I'm really getting into this idea like, oh shit, we're tokenizing everything. Real world asset is what they're going to call it. But those that understand know that I need to get that into a token. And that token might be on X1 chain. It might be a little package packed in to a little hash that's guarded by XENM that's sent through X1 to get to the other side and unraveled. You feel me? Like, I'm kind of like, I'm starting to think it's gonna be like that. But maybe I'm tripping. Maybe network doesn't matter. Maybe connectivity doesn't matter. And people won't care about how easy it is to package and ship something digitally, right? Knowing that everybody comes into a cash only business with physical, knowing that it's cash only, saying why, it's kind of funny. We're just living in the future. Knowing that you can look up why is the Bitcoin logo orange and BitBoy appears next to Satoshi. I was like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, it's super duper important to understand the trust in the social agreement. And in Zen right now, I think we're building this. I would almost say this is a blueprint for all of cryptos right now that are saying they have purpose. And this is going to be information from OpenAI. Sometimes it can make mistakes, but the way, especially fiat currencies, maybe they're a little biased right now, and that would be even more bullish for crypto. Because why is the AI bullish on crypto? I didn't ask it about crypto. I just asked it, how could 5 trillion be worth anything if money has no value? And it sprung into crypto because it exists, right? That's what I mean by the logical side of you can bring all this influence, but logic is going to win at the end. Like the AI is using logic to formulate sentences based on tokens. And this is what it thinks. With all the information, all the parameters of the internet, it's saying the same thing. How do we think 500 trillion as valuable, bro? We trust the social agreement. It has functionalities and utilities. It's financially and a financial and economic system. It's considered an asset. It's considered wealth. That's weird. It's like that is gold, that is silver, and now that is Bitcoin, right? But that's why I'm like, yo, Bitcoin isn't the end. It's the whole market. So our market is amazing. 2.4 trillion in the overall market. And that's why I think, like, again, we're moving into a new era where we have our big three, I think already is set. You got the legacy. You got the, what I would say is the real boomer is Ethereum. And then you got the millennial machine, which is going to be Solana. Whatever comes next, that's kind of why, again, I think Zen is really built for the next generation. It's not built for today's generation. And that's why I think the hodlers have a bigger say in the direction of where it goes. I'm sure they had these same conversations in Bitcoin when it was at its all-time low, and everyone was trying to make sense of what the fuck was going on, knowing that it was amazing network connectivity, and at the height of LimeWire too. Like, think about it, like all the pirate shit was getting yomped, everything was getting chopped up, and Bitcoin was thriving through all that shit in the underground. So you know people saw the future when they said this gets to ClearNet. When Bitcoin gets to ClearNet, it's moon, right? And then that's how I'm thinking about Zen. Zen is like underground. The only reason why you take the bait on like XNM, it's because you want to join the mission, and the mission is much bigger than, again, like what we're building. What we're building is nice. X1 chain will be amazing. Again, like I said, people will package things and they'll send them across. They'll get there really quick and they'll be happy. But the culture, the type of innovation, the plug and plays, all of that shit, I think, is what is going to make X1 stand out compared to every other chain. And that's why in today's world, we're not focused on Zen's success. Zen is complete, and it needs to do its course. And if the community or if humanity decides that it's worth this is what it's worth, right? And it takes time. It really does take time for people to comprehend. And I can't wait, bro. And this shit is really real. Like, cause it's still not really real. I don't think it's really real. I think we need they took all my shit off. I still think Zen needs to take on a 7. I mean, if it's not going to take on a 7, it's not going to take on a 7. But I'm going to keep that shit on the board until it takes it on or takes off. That's why I'm like, all right, I'll still DCA $20 a day in the Zen. It doesn't really matter. Pro strip club. Bro, India is ahead of the US because they use hardly anyone uses cash in India. Dog, India is not ahead of the US. Have you seen their roads? Have you seen their smog? Everybody in India is a software designer. And it shout out to all my Indian homies, bro. I be seeing some fresh ass Indians. Yo, I be seeing some fresh ass like Bali, you know what I'm saying? Like, they live in their life, bro. And that's why I know in India, that shit is not better than US. We just talking about how people give money away. They still gonna give the money away. That's the thing about it. Like, the funniest thing right now in America is that people will figure out a way to give you the value on their own. No need to teach. Every other country has taught everybody how to use crypto and scam Americans. And Americans still have just got money to spend on bullshit. They're going to recover. And that's kind of why I'm like sold that like once America is really online and crypto is going to fund everything. And that's why it's really important to find out which brands are going to be in America and follow the rules. Because the regulation is going to bring innovation. I sound like a politician, but it doesn't fucking matter. The underground has restrictions for a reason. And those restrictions are there so you're seen when you're too large. So it's always going to be the smart play to have play in the inside and outside. You feel what I'm saying? And that's kind of why, again, I think crypto is moving into that right now. And that's why we see such heavy regulation on it. But like once it clicks, everybody is just going to jump in. And like it'll be America that's funding the rush. It won't be like India. It won't be China. You feel me? It's going to be America. Like, Americans will buy the coins and see the gains. It sounds fucking crazy. I know it. But it's not big. Just like you said, it's not big out here. Like, people still use cash, and they like that. But it's the older heads. It's not the younger heads. You know what I mean? The young people are all going digital. They're very confused in a modern setting. And that's another thing too. Young people will put themselves in a modern setting to avoid any old people shit. I'm still surprised, bro. I just turned 33. I'm meeting 28-year-olds and I'm being enlightened out of my mind and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, yo, I'm just 5 years older than you, but you're in your growing moment of like, I'm moving from my 20s to my 30s. And I think those individuals don't really have any connection to the old school because they're all the babies that didn't get graduations, whether it was a high school graduation or it was a college graduation, because that was the 2020 era. So they didn't get any of like the original era. They just got new shit. Everything's digital. They have no connection to a vinyl player, a cassette tape. You know what I'm saying? It's like when I was a kid and I was downloading on LimeWire, I had no connection to anything that wasn't download from LimeWire. And now we're here. So I'm really excited when I meet people that are young and they don't understand, and then they're understanding and they see where crypto works. They go, oh, yeah, we got to move into crypto as soon as possible because the dollar is holding me back from tapping at a cannabis store. Right, because it's all federal accounting instead of it being, accounted by the business, which they could totally do on chain. And that's why, yeah, cannabis and crypto go hand in hand. A lot of cool things there too. I should start doing some shit on that shit because I've met some cool people and a lot of cool things are cooking. And blockchains are needed because that's the move. They can't really get off the ground until there's a stable blockchain so that fees won't be out of this world. Right. And then at the same time, that's just where we are. They need systems that can account and log and be able to relay to the government. It's a lot of shit. I tweeted yesterday. I said, yo, we're a couple laws away from crypto being really mainstream. IDK if people really get it yet. I don't think people really get it yet. Where did I say this? Yo, y'all see this shit? Oh, I can't show it. They're going to fucking flag my video. They love flagging me. Tree City West updated hash heads. Where did I say that? What did I say? I forgot it. Alright, whatever. I forgot it. But yeah, like, shit's gonna change. Shit is gonna change. This election is gonna change a lot. And I'm not feeling the tokens, bro. I'm feeling token, but I'm not feeling tokens. Like, if you make yourself a token, you're going to be better off than buying tokens. Like I was saying, like, you can make your own, check it out. You could make your own moonshot coin. And if you are obtaining 500,000 or 500 SOL in IRL, you can just come and buy your own coin. And this smart contract will burn half of their coins and you'll have them all. And the price will be it will skyrocket in the price of SOL. And as SOL goes up, so does your investment into this moonshot thing that's just yours. I mean, granted, others can jump in, but like if you didn't tell anybody about it and you just did it, the experiment on that is fucking insane. That's why I'm like, yo, we are in the moment right now, bro. You might not know it, but I'm taking advantage of it. August too, bro. You need not 500. There's a bonding curve. Yeah, so maybe like 50 SOL. 50 SOL. I think my token right now has like 60 SOL. I actually don't know how the bonding curve works yet. I've been trying to get GPT to model it for me. But yeah, I got 67 SOL and take the bait. And it no moon yet. The system is a debt-based system. Otherwise, it didn't work. What up, Brian? Yeah. That's how America works. It works off debt. That's why crypto saves us, because we can keep inflating the debt. Like that's what I mean. Like I feel like debt goes into crypto, and crypto gets larger as debt gets bigger, and that's the only way you can hedge for your family. Like, you want to change the next 100 years of your fucking bloodline? Get into crypto right now. Again, like we're here again at this part, because if they did a stimmy check, everybody would buy what is at the what is being told to them, and it's here. Remember, like the token, I don't have my card on me, but the token used to be in the fashion of a debit card. Now the token is in the fashion of double click. I got Apple Pay, right? Like I double click my phone, we got the Apple Pay going on, we ding it out, you know? So that's it. We got Cash App. I'm gonna Cash App you. What's your Cash App? You got Venmo? Let me Venmo you. With the quickness, no need to ask. Actually, you know, another funny thing is, like, if you sit in the city and you want to really get like fucking, you know, some trippy shit, just check out like how many tokenized reality things we see already. Like how many people are in Ubers that they called with their phones, how many people are riding scooters and bikes that they called with their phones, how many delivery men are flying around on a mission to go deliver some food because somebody called it on their fucking phone. Like we're 100% in this era. Like you could get pickup of anything at the palm of your hands. Why in the fuck would crypto not be on the mission to get there? And we already know it can't just show up. Crypto cannot just show up. People would come up and just tap your phone and steal all your information. That's why we don't have crypto on cell phones. And I don't think that's smart. I think crypto should live on the blockchain, and the blockchain should live in the device. And the chipset should be secured by the device, right? So that's why it's like kind of funny to think, like, could there be a world where you have XENM staked to a phone to like be able to access the blockchain on the phone outside of, you know, an environment? You know, it's just that environment. Like pay terminals will, fuck, I'm giving away the game. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. But it's pretty interesting when you really break it down to a hardware level, right? That's like this right here. This is a hardware level, but it's stupid. I wish I had the other TPC key, like a digital key. That's where we are now, though. Bait on Moonshot. Yeah, am I here? Here, go here. It's very simple. Just take the bait. Take the bait. .xyz. There you go. That's the website. It's the splash page. Looks like this. Looks like this. Looks like this. Nah. You just go here, and then if you go down here, you can buy it, because I don't know if, at least on Brave browser, it doesn't connect to the wallet. So you just come down here to the Moonshot CA, and then you can get it from there. But yeah, take the bait, yo. It's kind of on the come up right now. But yeah, man, that's pretty much all I have and shit. I just wanted to rant today because somebody really grinded my gears with this idea that Zen is better than XENM. It's like, no. Unfortunately, it's not. Damn, somebody pumped the shit out of NXD right now. If you got some NXD, damn, somebody just pumped that shit. Up 53%, up 55%. Wow. Someone came in and bought $800 worth. What they cooking over there? Or they transferred their DXN into that. That could be what happened there. That's probably what this is. I don't really know what's going on in DXN. My personal take on what's happened so far is that Raz put too much ownership into the community's hands when this isn't or is he just put too much ownership in the community's hands. He should still own it. I think if you burn Zen, you need to own that dApp until you DIE. Like, you can't give it to the community. Even Joe did that. Like, it's on the community. The thing though is Joe's like Phoenix locked all the coins away. But if you really wanted to be critical, you could be like, dude, that shit flopped hard, because if it's not, thank God for XN, right? Or we would have just burned our coins for no reason. Same for DXN. It's like, oh, thank God for XN, or I would have burned my coins for no reason, even though I got yield. I would probably be benefiting more from holding those coins and burning them all in abundance for XN coins. I did it through here, but again, there could be, again, moon parties that people are waiting for, and there's a sniper shot for the mine there. But now you need the Zen in order to play that game, right? So little things I'll be thinking of, and kind of why, again, I've quit DXN so many times. People will quit it and they'll come back, because it is really based on community, and it's attached to Zen, so it will always have the behind effect, where like if Zen goes up, DXN potentially goes up because it's connected to Zen, right? That's all I'm saying. Maybe it's okay to have a few, but yeah, I'm waiting for lows. Like, again, I haven't really gotten the lows I wanted. I want 40 cents, 30 cents. Give it to me, baby. We almost have it right here, but people bought it up already or something. Yeah, people are buying it up, so it doesn't get that. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong area. But yeah. Mad rant, bruh. Looking forward to more content. I just be ranting sometimes, you know. Crypto's in shambles, and everybody's taking it so serious. It's like, yo, everybody's project sucks. No one has a good project. Like, especially everyone drilling, like, they still drilling post chain down y'all throats and shit. They got y'all in shambles. I'll be like, I'll be reading the tweets and just like looking in. Again, I'm just observing. I'm a Zenian, bro. I observe. And I'm like, man, like they keep running in circles. Like, they back to the whole, I'm not going to sell. And that's like a bad thing to, like, think of that as like the drug, or like the thing you're addicted to. You're actually addicted to this idea that someone's going to give you content to get ahead of everyone else. Like, that's the biggest dopamine on planet Earth. Like you chose the right spokesman to give you the right answer. Being someone who is not an influencer and I just speak for what I see, that's kind of like how I envision my channel getting larger, is by being a spokesman and following the trends and letting people know what's the next big thing that they can maybe get wrecked on, and then telling people to take ownership in their wreck, you know. I don't have the qualities for that life. I'm like not mean like that, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like trying to live chill. I'm just trying to chill. I don't really care about the extra C4 energy boost you can get, you know, to get more out of the whole situation. And that's kind of why, again, I think Zen is a collaborative of a lot of people who think like me, who are all like, oh, okay, we don't really need to pump our bags, because as long as we have a natural element or factor or physic to the overall experiment, theoretically it should do something for us, right? And that's what we all really believe in Zen, is that it's immutable and it's gonna do something. We don't know what it's gonna do, but eventually it'll do it. And take the bait. You're basically just waiting around for me not to sell the coins, or for someone to go behind me or get in front of me, right? Like, that is not why Satoshi made crypto. He made it so we could use it, and it doesn't, it's plain. It doesn't have any owner. It's like a fiat. It's just like it's just a piece of paper, right? That's why, again, I think they did a good job with Bitcoin. It's really, really blank. There's not much going on here. Everybody used Bitcoin's conference as a shill. No one went there to tell you how they're going to make the world a better place. Everybody had to shield their bag. And that was the energy, because that's where we are in Bitcoin. It's the object. Look how much better life is on this side of the fence. Become orange. We're adventurous. Come discover. All that extra shit, bro. And yeah, that's why I said that Bitcoin was going to run up until it got to that conference, but expect something epic to happen after. I didn't think somebody was going to come and jet their Bitcoin bag. I didn't know that was possible. Like from the top to the bottom, like somebody really just is someone just applied pressure. For why, I don't know. And how much more they have, I don't know. I'm not running behind those stats. I'm sure some Bitcoiner out there already knows who's dumping. But yeah, this is why, again, Ethereum's ETF is important. And the reflection in price, I guess, is also important. Because it shows the manipulation going into an ETF and how speculation could be added to coins like Sol. Right? People don't want to have what happened to Ethereum happen to Solana now that they've seen what happened to ETH. And that's I'm a middle child too. We are like the most experimental because you got your first child. You don't know what's going to happen, but then they can reference the middle child. Then the third child could always reference the middle child too, to be like, that seems to be a better render of number one. And number one took some hints from them, and I could take hints from all two of them, and which one's the best out of both of them. Right? So that's kind of why, again, in Solana, I'm vibing with this idea that they saw the ETF, they saw how it flopped because it was over exaggerated. They know they have better technology than Ethereum, and they know that they're the future, right? They're moving, again, to the beginning of this conversation. They're tokenizing everything. I think there's a lot of potential here for them to surprise a lot of people. And I think we need this move. Like, we need this move. I think Ethereum is big, but I think the development is stagnant across the plane from the developer to the chain. Like, the people making ETH apps, it's not like rocket technology anymore. Like, a lot of those people moved on to AI. So we need builders in the chain. We don't need builders on top of it. We need them in the chain to help with AI infrastructure integration. Help with RWA integration. Help with IoT integration. Like, that's how I'm seeing the future of crypto. And that's why, again, I'm rooting for those blockchains, because I don't want to see a stagnant envision of what Satoshi or what everyone thought of. Like, this is the ultimate LimeWire, dude. The fuck? This is the ultimate peer-to-peer network. Someone's gonna get it. In our lifetime, we will definitely see someone touch the moon in crypto, and we'll all be fucking amazed that it's like really going on. Like, we're gonna be like, yo, this is insane. There's crypto in your phone. I'm at the grocery store. I just put gas in my car. Maybe my car's electric now. You're really in the future. Got AI or augmented reality glasses on and shit. I'm thinking all this stuff is coming in the next 5 years in prototype, and then like in the next 10 years it'll be solid products. We'll see Gen 1 version, and then the gens will start getting more wacky after like 2035 and such. But yeah, that's where crypto fits in this. We're seeing the bottom prices of the next 10 years. And only those that are in the network, like I started this conversation about, like only those that are securing the network of all crypto will be able to see this. If you're here for the greed, you'll make a lot of money. But if you're here for the mission, you're going to help change the world. And I think, again, that's the best side to be on rather than the greed side, because there's so much more to get. And I cannot believe how greedy the VCs were on Solana and how not greedy the influencers are. Makes you wonder, who took the bait. What's up, Sixer? What up, coin collector? I'm not really checking out coins or other blockchains. It's too hard, bro. Other blockchains, what they got, bro? Zen is gonna be a. You don't have to really look at anything else. Like again, like I said, somebody can find the biblical. It has to be a biblical reference of 3. That's what we need, and that's how you'll be able to tell people about X1 and why all 3 coins work together. I mean, you could also use solar system analogies. You could use there's a lot of different types of compounds and threes. That's why I like a triangle, like 3 sides. Tri is in a lot of different things. Actually, that's kind of crazy to think about. 3 is just try. You should try it out. No, I don't know. Look at the greed index, 63. People are greedy for some bits right now. That's that dilute or that no one knows what's gonna happen next. And the Trump didn't take it to 80,000. Dims are winning. I don't know. Hey y'all, I'm gonna sign out. Thanks for tuning in. If you find this content valuable, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, share it. But yeah, man, just want to jump on the tube, give off some of my ideas. I don't really talk outside of this channel, but yeah, I think again we're in a very epic time in the growth of the whole industry, and don't be blinded by previous or by history. Don't be blinded by history. New history is being created every single second. So there's no reason to keep referencing. Just freestyle it at this point, because no one knows what the fuck is going on. So you don't know either. Stop acting like you do. Peace.
Astronaut.